I've cried the most I've ever cried this year. I'm not even a crier, but I have cried so much this year. It's like so crazy. When you are struggling, it's just like sometimes it's hard to really see like a way out. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is I am me, beating all that I can be. This is I am me, beating all that I can be. This is I am me, beating all that I can be. This is I am me, beating all that I can be. Hey, what's up? What's happening? It's crack-a-lackin'. So today I'm going to be doing a very quick life update while I'm doing a hairstyle. That's just it. That's what's going on today. So, yeah, let's begin. Oh my gosh. So I kind of had a little chocolate before I started. I don't know if that makes any difference, but I ate like a whole mouthful of dark chocolate chips, so maybe I have a little spike of sugar. I decided that I wanted to film a IG reel because I've been trying to post on IG more. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm starting to post more on there. And guess what? I will be hosting my very first shopping event with Dove for Hair Therapy Thursday on September 9th. Talking more about the product range, giving you tips and tricks on your hair, and we are going to be creating your ultimate hair care routine. So make sure you tune in on September 9th. It's going to be so helpful, so I hope to see you there. I'm starting to post more on here. I'm going through that moment in my, YouTube career, my YouTube life, and my life of a 20-year-old girl who's trying to figure out her dang self. The up and down, the roller coaster ride that you guys continue to watch me go through, the mental roller coaster ride. Like, I was here in the roller coaster, like, I was like, I was like struggling, like I had reached the bottom, and now I'm like chugga. No, that's a choo-choo train. That's a train. I'm like going back up, I'm going back up and just preparing to reach back up to the top, I'm back up on my boot. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to rise from the stresses of life. So, what am I gonna do? Maybe I should bring you closer. Well, first off, I'm going to do a zigzag part. If you guys don't know, zigzag parts are supposedly supposed to be starting to be super trendy for the fall. So, if you see me doing a lot of zigzag parts, then yeah. I mean, obviously I've been doing zigzag parts, but I may try to do them more creatively in different ways now, because I'm trying to incorporate a little bit of the trends, you know what I'm saying? No, but really. Yeah, so in January 24th, I turned 25, and I have to say that 25 has been really the year of me just crazy stuff. It's been a challenging year. So challenging that I can't even spit it out or talk about it. I don't even know how to talk anymore because it's been so freaking challenging. I'm not really here to rant or anything like that, but I enjoy watching people talk about their lives and what's going on and stuff like that. But when I try to do it on camera, I really feel like I'm being annoying, or I'm being complaining. And one thing about me is I cannot stand people who complain. I do not like complainers. Complaining literally upsets me. I just don't like it. So when I try to talk, it's I don't know how to talk about my stuff without feeling like I sound like a whiny, complaining person. But like I said, I enjoy watching it because it's nice to see somebody else that's 25 or in their 20s or whatever, hearing what they're going through because it's relatable, blah blah blah, and then, it's that type of stuff. So also I struggle with, as being vulnerable. If you follow my Patreon, then you would know that I literally just did a live. I did my first live video chat on my Patreon, and I gave a life update, more in-depth kind of ish. So I'm just kind of brushed through this one. Life as a 25-year-old, this year's been very, very challenging for me personally, in my career, financially. It's crazy because I feel like last year when it was a pandemic, you know, when I would have thought I would have been really struggling the most, that was like my best year ever as a YouTuber, as a content creator. I guess, yeah, I could say that that was like my happiest, because I was being consistent for once, you know. I was doing what I wanted to do. I was making the videos I wanted to make at that moment of my life. I was happy with my content. And I was getting paid pretty well. Yeah, like, and I was very financially, like, getting to the point where I was getting to become financially stable. And, without needing any extra, like, income as far as, like, babysitting. Because if you guys don't know, I also babysat. Well, I was a babysitter. That was my other job. That was, like, my main job. I never really like to call YouTube a job because I felt like I wasn't making enough to really, you know, say that it was like a job. But last year I got to the point where I was making the most that I was ever making. And then, so I was just like, wow, finally, after, you know, being a YouTuber for like 3 to 4 years, you know, I am starting to feel like I'm starting to kind of like get towards the goal of being able to make money doing what I love, which is creating and filming and editing videos and stuff like that. And I was on the track to using that to start a business of mine in the future. But ew, that was a gross sound. The 2021 really like kind of slapped me. I'm being awkward. I'm not really trying to be obnoxiously awkward like this, but it helps me not really, because I honestly have a lot of feelings towards it. And I have to say, I've cried the most I've ever cried this year. And like, I don't even know, I'm not even a crier, but I have cried so much this year. It's like so crazy. That's just that. Yeah, if that's not vulnerable, I don't even know. That's being 100% real. And it's just been a challenging year. Like you guys saw in the beginning of this year, it started off very rocky and challenging for me. Thank the Lord it hasn't, like, the major things that happened to me in the beginning of this year, nothing like it's that severe necessarily happened to me, but a lot of just challenges it's just been a very challenging year. And I feel kind of like stuck and set back when it's like last year I felt like I was moving up, and now I feel like I'm just taking so many steps back. And it's like really emotionally hard to deal with that, you know, because it's like you feel like you're going up and you're progressing and you're moving forward, and all the work you've done is finally starting to pay off, I guess. And, you know, then that's like somebody taking that away from you. Like, no, psych, girl, you thought. So I understand that, you know, life freaking happens and you just can't get comfortable, I guess. Which I guess, I don't know, did I get comfortable? Possibly, I'm not sure. But, so that's what happened. So right now, like I said, I was at the bottom of the ride. I was like, you know, drowning a little bit with all the challenges of life. I understand sometimes you need to cry, sometimes you need to take a break, sometimes you need a breather and to distance yourself and recoup, and that's what I did. And that's why a lot of the times I may stop being consistent and stuff like that, because I value my mental health over my everything. So like I said, I know the consequences for me deciding to stop posting. Unfortunately, like, again, with this world, it's like, you know, with social media and stuff like that, everything's just changing so fast and you can become irrelevant so quickly. And you guys probably see my channel is a lot different than it was last year, you know, with maybe the videos I've been putting out, the performance it has, the views and all that stuff like that. And yes, it sucks, but I understand that, you know, I've been there before. So it's like, I guess it's great to know that I know how to come out of that. But But do I really? Because everything's just changing, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay, this is my little zigzag part going on here. I thought of this in my head, so hold on, bear with me while I try to figure out what exactly I was going for here. Okay, so first off, I'm going to get a little piece. You'll understand what I'm doing. It may look a little weird what I'm trying to do right now, but you'll hopefully understand. I gotta get this little piece though. Move that to the side. And now I'm going to, oh crap, don't tell me. I don't have my spray. Alright, one sec. So currently, like I said, I'm just at the moment where I'm trying to pick myself up again, as I seem to do a lot, and try to get back on track. Try to get back on track in my career. Like, oh, I didn't even say. So one of the main events that happened to me was I've been a babysitter ever since I've started YouTube. I've been babysitting, which has been super helpful because the thing with YouTube is, like, it's not a reliable source of income. So you could be doing well 1 month, or you could be doing well for months, or you could be doing well for a whole year, years, and then all of a sudden, like, you could be not. Because obviously what you make, well, I mean, your views matter with how much you get paid. So yeah, and views fluctuate, you know, as you be on YouTube for, you know, I can't even talk. Your views determine how much you make, okay? So obviously if you're having a lot of views, you're making more. The less views you make, the less money you make. So it's always fluctuating because you can never be guaranteed with your views. Your views are always changing, especially if you decide to change. That's a major thing. So it's like, you know, I am not doing too well when it comes to me and my success. Not even success, but I guess financial success on YouTube, because I'm a person that's always changing. Like, despite knowing that it's gonna negatively affect my views, it's like I'm just like I said, I value my mental health, and I always want, you know, YouTube to be a fun thing for me. And if that means that if I switch it up, that impacts, you know, how well I'm doing or how much I make on my YouTube channel, it really sucks. It's a struggle. I wish sometimes I could just be like, you know what, I'm gonna just do what I know works and it was gonna get me the views, and just do that so I can just make consistent amount of money, or kind of consistent, but you know, but I'm not like that. I'm built to be a rebel, a true, like I don't even want to say rebel, not to say that I'm some rebellious person, but I value my happiness over money, and I guess that's why I always get stuck into a struggle period where I'm struggling financially, because I like to do what makes me happy. And I'm stubborn when it comes to that, and I don't want to do anything less. And sometimes, like I said, it's a struggle because the things that I know could easily bring me money, I'm like, no, I don't want to do. Well, yeah, I know that, but that's like the easy route. I want to just be so complicated and decide to do it my way and just hit my head up against the wall multiple times and all that stuff. I mean, not literally, but yeah. So, today I actually sat down finally, like I've been really wanting to do. What helps me and get my creative juices flowing, and what makes me feel better about, you know, my life is when I plan things out. Because if I have I'm an overthinker. I think a lot. I have a lot of thoughts in my mind, and a lot of ideas, and a lot of things that I always want to do, and it tends to overwhelm me a lot because it's like so many things floating around in my head, so many thoughts, and it's like where to start, and it sounds like a lot, and it just, yeah, it can overwhelm me. So today I decided to sit down and replan out my videos, some video ideas that I want to do for the rest of the year, and kind of get back on track with my consistent posting again, and stuff like that. Trying to just rebuild the momentum I had like last year, you know, because obviously I enjoy doing videos, but also obviously like YouTube is my only source of income right now, besides Patreon, which, by the way, speaking of Patreon, which I don't like this situation, honestly. The fact that, you know, YouTube or being a content creator, like, that is my goal. I always wanted to be full-time, which technically I am full-time. Wow, that actually feels great to say, but, you know, when I thought of being a full-time creator, it sounded like the greatest thing, but it's honestly been a stressful, very stressful time. But, like I said, I just started. I just kind of became a full-time content creator. It kind of just had to happen. Oh, that's what I was saying. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. That's what I was saying, my babysitting job. So I've been a babysitter ever since I started YouTube, but at the beginning of this month, the family that I've been working with, we decided to move on from each other. I really did enjoy babysitting, but like I've been growing up. As I got older, I realized, I'm just older now, so it's like I used to love being around kids and everything like that, but now my passions are in other things, especially like creating and stuff like that. And that's already so much on me mentally. So dealing with kids on top of that was kind of just like a lot, because you have to give a lot of energy when you're around kids. But I also put so much energy, mental energy, when I'm filming and creating and all stuff like that. So it was just like clashing together. But yeah, I really didn't really expect, like I was already kind of in the back of my head saying that I was going to most likely be like closing that chapter, but I wanted to close it when I knew I was financially at a good place to do so. But it ended up happening quicker than I thought, so I didn't really have time to prepare. Kind of ish. I mean, it's a complicated story. But anyways, long story short, I'm no longer a babysitter. And it's bittersweet because, like I said, it's something that I've been wanting to close that chapter in my life for a while. But it's also very crazy because, like I said, would I say was prepared for it? No. So now it's kind of challenging because it's like now I really literally legit don't have a job. So my only job is being a content creator, which once again is great. It's an amazing feeling to have so much time and freedom to do so many things, but it's also like as far as the money wise, especially because with my channel, obviously my views have been low, which obviously we just discovered. If my views are low, that means I'm not getting paid as much. I have still been working with brands, which is great. So I've just been trying to figure it out. Oh, also, that's what I was gonna say. So Patreon, let me tell you guys, shout out to you amazing, you guys are supporters and I appreciate you guys too, but my Patreons you guys help me, and I tell them this already, you guys already know, but you guys help me out more than you ever even could imagine. And not just because you're paying for the subscription, but just you guys just for being there. Like I said, I just did a video chat with them, and I was kind of being I wasn't if you saw my video chat and I'm being like more talkative, it's because I had time to really think about it. And also, so my first time, we were on live video chat, so I was also meeting you guys for the first time. Yeah, and it was different when you're talking face to face rather than me just talking to the camera. So maybe I was a little shy to do the video chat. It was a video chat on our Zoom, and I pretty much was able to talk with you guys virtually in person and see you guys. And it was like cool. It was a really cool experience. But I was just gonna say, if you do want to support me while I'm going through this moment where I'm pretty much unemployed, oh my gosh, I guess that's what it is technically. Yeah, if you want to support a sister out here, go to my Patreon. I will link it below if you would like to. I post on there every week, like twice a week, and I'm posting vlogs, personal vlogs. I have a podcast on there where I talk about love, relationships, dating, give advice about stuff like that. And I also talk to them over there about more personal stuff. If I have ideas or I need their opinions about certain things involving my channel, or I show the behind the scenes of my channel, how I film, how I plan out. It's just pretty much the personal side of me. They're like my channel helpers in a sense, because they help me, get my ideas together and stuff like that, and you know, they made me feel really good because I was telling them about what I was going through, and I was just trying to see how I could be better at posting content and stuff, because honestly, like, the views do get to me and make me feel like I'm performing less than I used to, like I'm doing something wrong in a sense, like I could be doing something better, but they reassured me that I'm okay, they still enjoy. So I mean, so pretty much is, if you would like to support me, I'm not really one, it's weird for me to ask, and I really need to market it more. So if I talk about my Patreon more often than usual, it's because I really need to push it out, and because I really believe in it, and it's just an amazing space, and I really enjoy it, honestly. So if you would like to support me on there, you can literally pledge. Pledge is pretty much you. You can either pledge something. Let's say you want to pledge just $1 just to support me. You can go on there and just pledge $1. Or if you want to become a Patreon, then you can go in there and see like the different tiers or different like subscriptions that will give you different things, that offer different things on there. But anything will help, you know. Yeah, just support me on my channel. If you just, you know, have been watching me for a while and you want to see me continue making videos and stuff like that, and you believe in me, then yeah, you can do that. I'll link that in the description box below. But anyways, I just have to be honest and just say, like, this has been a very tough transition for me. And, you know, I know this is just the beginning, and, you know, I know what I have to do. It's just like, you know, when you are struggling, it's just like sometimes it's hard to really see like a way out, and not even just struggling, like struggling with whatever in life, or you're at a low, like you are dealing with challenging moments in your life when you are going through things. It's just sometimes hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel sometimes. But I'm just trying my best to just, I know, like I said, I've been through stuff in life for challenges, and you know, I felt the same feeling. Even though sometimes it feels like challenges are even like, you'll think, like, I'll think about, okay, I've been through some stuff, but has it been like this? So then it's like, okay, so I haven't been through something like this crazy, like a whole year where it's just been going through a lot of things. It's like, how am I gonna be able to rise above all of this? But I know I will be able to. Anyway, ciao. I'm over here just ranting. Also, during my live video chat yesterday, I was supposed to be doing a cute hairstyle while I was talking with my Patreons, and I didn't even end up doing my hair because I was rambling. And also, just once again, it was just so great to, like, I'm gonna start doing those once a month, because it's just so great to, like, meet you guys virtually. So like I said, this morning I finally sat down and went through, planned out video ideas for the rest of the year. So I feel good about that, because it's like, okay, now I kind of know what I'm gonna do. I have some ideas, and I'm back on okay, my camera died. But if you're not able to support Patreon, I understand, no pressure. There is a very free way to show your support, and that is just liking my videos. I don't really like to like blame YouTube for things, because it's like, if my videos have been like slacking or sucking, or it's because I haven't been posting consistently, like, then of course my videos aren't gonna get pushed out. I understand. So I'm not one to like be like, YouTube is this, but I know as far as the algorithm does favor, obviously, when you're posting more often. And then I know there's certain videos that, you know, may be more popular than others. I understand it, so it's not like I'm really frustrated with it. But now that I know that my videos aren't really getting pushed out, either that or people are just not interested in me, which either or, hopefully, maybe, I know that liking the video and leaving comments really helps the algorithm, or YouTube's algorithm, to like push out videos, because they like to see videos. Obviously, if a video has a lot of likes, that means people are liking it and viewing it more. So then you can come, then that means they will push it out for other people to see. So then YouTube can get more money, and also I get paid through that with ads and all that stuff. Something like that. So yeah, the point is, if you can't support me on the Patreon or anything like that, then obviously will love and appreciate you for liking the video if you enjoyed the video, and then maybe just leaving a comment. I know everybody doesn't have, you know, something to say for everything, or some people may be shy or something like that. So maybe just leaving like an emoji, just a heart or something, like just to help with the engagement and all that stuff. And also I do like seeing you guys' comments, even though I've been sucking on replying lately. And that's not because I don't appreciate your comments, but because I honestly stopped like really being on my page or my channel after I post. Like after the first hour or the first day, I won't really go back on my video because like I'm gonna be honest, the views, seeing my views does like make me have a sinking feeling. You know that trend on TikTok or on IG, the IG reels, the wild side trend where people be like, ooh. Yeah, pretty much when I see my low views, I imagine the inside of myself being like, ooh, and not in a good way. Like, ooh, guys, that sucks. Are we really still in 2021 still worried about or concerned or sad about views? Like, come on, girl, get yourself together. Hey, it's just me being honest. I just can't fake the funk here. Ugh. That was so much. Ugh. And okay, I don't even know how I liked that. Ew, I hope this hairstyle does not turn out terrible, because I'm not even like... Okay, I need to focus now because I'm about to do my baby hairs. So 1 second. Okay, now I'm gonna braid these. I probably should, honestly, if you were really trying to do a protective style like this, then I would recommend brushing it out. But I'm being very lazy right now, and plus tomorrow I'm gonna be washing my hair, so I'm not really gonna keep this in for protective style for that long. So I'm gonna put some conditioner on it, but then I'm about to braid it. Ooh, yeah, that definitely probably needs to be. So if my braids look janky and not as smooth, that's because I did not comb them out. Okay, so now for these little tiny random pieces that I have going on here, I'm actually going to braid these as well. I'm gonna do little tiny braids. I have a love and hate relationship with tiny braids. I do enjoy doing them, but I mean, I enjoy how they look. I don't enjoy actually braiding them because they take so freaking long. And then when it comes down to taking them out, it's just a pain because they're so tiny. But it's okay. It's worth it because it's gonna be cute, hopefully. Actually, I don't know because I've never done this. Like, these are very tiny, actually. We're gonna be here for a while, so I'm going to pause. I'm going to see you guys when I'm done, and I'm just gonna watch a YouTube video while I'm waiting, while I'm doing this, because we're gonna be here for a while doing these little tiny things. Right? Wait, my nose is probably oily. Okay, I don't know if this looks cute or if it just looks weird. I'm not really sure how I like it, but it's a style and I'm glad I finished it. Could be just like a regular protective style. You could keep this in for a couple days or a day, and then the next day when you wake up, the great thing about doing braids, little pigtail braids like this is the next day you just unbraid it, then you got a cute little twist out texture going, and you can then rock the same hairstyle but just with it unbraided, and it'll look cute as well. Another little look for you, so which I'll probably show that tomorrow. I am filming this week for a week of my hair. I haven't done one of those in a while, so I'll be doing that, filming that this week, and then maybe later on this week as well, because I really want to try to post. And I say try, but at this point I have no excuses because this is full time. So a lot of the times when I said I was going to do something in the past, it was hard because I have another job and I had other obligations. But because I'm full-time now, the goal is to post 3 times a week. I did start that series, that Week in My Hair series, and I kind of got discouraged because it didn't go as well as I thought it was going to go. But I was like, you know what, still keep going. Plus, also, I had to go to California because that's another thing that happened. I had to go to California like a couple weeks ago because my grandmother who I love so dearly. She's like a second mom to me. She's been sick. She has MDS, which is a type of blood cancer, and it developed into leukemia. So then she has to go back to the hospital and get chemo, and it's been challenging, to say the least. So I had to go out and see her and be with her, because you just never know with stuff like that, unfortunately. So, and I hadn't seen her for like a couple years because of the pandemic, and wow, I'm really just throwing it all out at you guys here. So that is why I kind of had to stop the series, and once again I kind of thought like, who even really cares, because it doesn't seem like it's getting that many views, which I really should stop thinking about that, because even me just saying out loud, it sounds so silly, just so silly, because it honestly sounds like it discredits the people who do watch it, and it really doesn't at all. Like, I really still appreciate anybody who watches it. Obviously, I guess when you get used to getting a certain amount of views, you start to unfortunately feel entitled. I don't even know if that's the word, or you just get used to it. So if it's not that much, you, instead of thinking, oh, maybe whatever, maybe it could be just because it's not really being pushed out, or people are not really seeing it, you start thinking maybe it's me, I'm doing something wrong, or people are getting bored of me. Okay, my camera died. But yeah, so that's just the honest truth of everything and my feelings. And yeah, so that's just what I've been going through. So yeah, I had one more video left in that series, and I don't know if I'm still gonna post it, because it was like a week in my hair, but the week in my hair, it was very choppy, and it's been so long since I filmed that, so I'm not even sure. I don't even know if it's even worth putting out. We'll see. But this week, like I said, I'm going to be filming a week in my hair. Then I'm also going to be filming like a Q&A type of thing maybe also. So be on the lookout for that. If you guys have any questions you want me to talk about, or any topics for the Q&A, you can leave that in the comments down below. But thanks for joining me today. Thanks for being here with me and listening to me. Hopefully now you kind of understand where I am. And I don't feel like I'm just leaving you guys hanging, or I'm just ignoring I don't know what I'm feeling. Yeah, I hope that helped you guys to understand where I am currently in my life. And like, I am really contemplating doing like a series about in your 20s, because like there's just so much, and it's like I'm 25, so I have 5 more years left, and it's like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm not the only one going through like the ups and downs of life, period, but also when you're in your 20s, trying to figure everything out, trying to battle with progressing, with growing, with evolving, and you're changing every day, and you have so many dreams and so many things you want to accomplish, but you're also trying to do what makes you happy, but also you still got to survive and make income, and you do want to be financially free, or you do want you want to get to the point where you don't have to worry about finances and all this stuff like that. And even as a YouTuber like myself, with whatever amount of subscribers or how many views, you see even me, like, I'm definitely not where I want to be financially. And like, there's times where there's setbacks. So like I said, last year it was like my best year, and I was it felt good, like I said, because being a content creator is not easy, and it definitely weighs on your mental health. I mean, it has its perks, obviously, like having amazing, like, I can't even fathom you watching this video, the fact that you are even watching to this point, and even if especially if you've been following for so many years, the only way I can really like think about it, like, or understand why you may watch me and even like get anything from me, is me, like, when I think of my favorite content creators, because I don't view myself in that way. I just feel like an awkward girl who's trying to figure it out, who's really like all over the place, and it's like, why do you watch me again? I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm a little creative and all that stuff like that, but I mean, I don't know. I know I have a little talents, I guess, creatively, but anyways, that's it. Okay, I'm going to finish doing the rest of my TikTok. I'm going to finish doing the last bit of my IG reel, because I just posted it. I'm doing an IG reel. I'm trying to film also for that, so I'm going to do that. Then after, I'm going to go work out. I'm going to go eat first. I'm going to go work out, because I've been trying to get back on my workout routine as well, which I will I may start filming that as well. My workout routine or process or whatever. And lastly, once again, if you want to support me, you can do that by going on my Patreon, and you can either pledge, you know, whatever amount you want, or you can subscribe to me to have access to all the great things that is there for my Patreons, and you can become a part of the Patreon family. I just did a video chat with them, from talking with them, everything. They enjoy the Patreon, and you know, they obviously, you know, enjoy it. So yeah, I guess it's like enjoyable. But if you can't do that, then obviously like the video and please leave me a comment. If you watch until the end, honestly, just leave, I guess, 3 orange hearts for the coming of fall, which I'm so excited for because fall is my favorite season. And I will see you in my next video. I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm starting to get to that point where I'm just talking really, and I'm really not saying much, but it's like I'm just talking because, like, for some reason I can't end a video without like completely rambling for no reason. And now I'm gonna stop myself. Okay, stop, Jess. Much love. See you next time.